So recently I got a hold of a little bit of Mel Matrix's paperwork. Actually, I got a hold of the entire hearing that happened on November 28th. But there's something that I just want to point out real quick. I keep hearing that there's people talking, like people snitching, people talking on other people. As far as I can tell from everything that I've read so far, Mel Matrix has not spoken out on anybody. Period. Anyway, check out this video. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. BB Yin, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Aight, so yeah. So today, sitting before us, we have the paperwork from Jamel Jones, as others might know as Mel Matrix, and some might call Mel Murder. I prefer Mel Matrix. And this is the paperwork from his November 28th, 2018 hearing. Keep that in mind. This is from the November 28th, 2018 hearing. Keep that in mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to page 5, I believe. But before we get to page 5, I want to point something out real quick. But the this video is basically on something that's discussed in page 5. But I want to go down and I want to point out something real quick. I believe it's on page 4. I'm not 100% sure. This is page 5 right here. High-ranking activity corroborated by jails turning the first co-defendant is likely the shooter at the Barclays. So hold on, let's go back for a second. I want to show you something. I want to show you how you don't always have to tell on somebody else. You could just be speaking in your own defense. And by you sometimes just speaking in your own defense, because basically what you have to do is when you want to get a deal, you have to tell everything that you've done. So you're not necessarily, squealing or telling on anybody else. But what you are doing is saying, well, I've done this and I've done that. Right? So there's a couple of things I want to point out. The first thing is right here they're speaking about the gang, the prison gang, and the street gang. And I just want everybody to know, they said the gang was formed in the early 90s, Your Honor. The Bloods, I'm not sure if y'all can see my cursor, but it says wait, first, what the objective of, let's begin with the prison gang, and let's talk about the gang in the streets, the objective of the prison gang. So the gang was formed in the early 90s, Your Honor. The Bloods and the Nine Trays, one of the original sets of the United Bloods Nation, was basically a consolidation of power in prison for protection and status. You see how they say protection first? What a lot of people don't understand is the way that the prisons were in the 90s and the 80s, there was a black Spanish war going on, and so that's neither here nor there. But so it says the street lineup answers to the prison lineup. Several prison lineups making payments to commissaries, whatever, right? On the street, it set forth one of the indictment. The gang participates in acts of narcotic trafficking and other acts of violence, including robbery, attempted murder, and the like, right? Okay, so the reason why I wanted to point that out is right here it speaks about who is, when they speak about Mel Matrix and Ro, I want y'all to understand that they know that Mel Matrix is higher ranking than Ro is. So there was a telephone call that they actually had that they were on. And in the telephone conversation, hold on, I'm just going to show y'all a little bit more before I get to that. Turning first to the jail calls, one of his co-defendants, Fuquan Lovick, who is alleged to be the shooter at the Barclays Center on April 21st, was arrested May 6th and has been in state custody till yesterday when he was transferred to federal custody. Mr. Jones and Lovick engaged in numerous recorded conversations. Now, I just released a video where I said that the government is basically saying they didn't know who the shooter was at the get the strap video, and I'm explaining how they can know, but not because somebody snitched. They obviously they were on these guys' phones. They were on their phones. You understand what I'm saying? So right here, they're basically talking about how they had wiretaps. So once again, anybody calling at this point, I don't see any way that anybody can call Mel Matrix a snitch. Period. Right here, they're saying that they had wiretaps. Mr. Jones and Mr. Lovick engaged in numerous recorded conversations. I highlighted just a few in my letter, just clearly detailing the relationship between Jones and Lovick. One of the calls, August 2nd. Remember, they said that they had telephone conversations, basically recorded calls around that time that was basically putting the non-trade members. That's how they knew about some of the crimes that they were allegedly gonna partake in, and that's how they knew about the alleged murder attempt or attempt on Tekashi's life. You know, the alleged attempt on Tekashi's life. So this is how they're saying that they knew, because they had wiretaps on specific phones. I'm not sure if they had wiretaps on everybody's phone, but right here it's kind of makes it a little bit obvious that they had a wiretap on Mel Matrix's phone at this point. It also says, because remember, well, okay, I'm assuming that it's on Mel Matrix's phone. I can't be wrong. Anyway, it says, I highlighted just a few in the letter, just clearly detailing the relationship between Jones and Lovick. And in one of the calls on August 2nd, Mr. Lovick proclaimed that he was a non-trade gangster under the defendant Jamal Jones. That's significant because the parlance is what is used in the gang when they talk about the lineup that Lovick is under Jones. So basically, they're saying that the shooting that they're saying was committed by Lovick, Fuquan, that shooting they're saying was actually ordered by Mel Matrix. And then the court says, in other words, throw in your letter, you set out 7 or 8 different tiers with Godfather at the top for Lovick to be under the defendant. So I'm not going to go over all of the paperwork, obviously, but I just want y'all to just get the understanding of what they're basically saying here is that they're accusing Mel Matrix of ordering the shootings that took place on, the Get the Strap shooting, I believe, and also another shooting. And they also talk about the robbery that happened on July 22nd, and we all know which robbery that was. But that's what it looks like they're trying to accuse Mel Matrix of. It looks like in this part of the paperwork, they're trying to accuse Mel Matrix of being behind the Get the Strap shooting. I pieced that together because one of the things that they talked about was the organization. They talked about the hierarchy of the organization. They spoke about who has more rank in the organization. Then they spoke about how Fuquan was under Jones, who has more rank than Fuquan in the organization. And then they said that they spoke about these shootings on the phone. So basically, the way that the government is going to put this together is they're going to say, okay, Fuquan Lovick was the shooter, but Jamel Jones, Mel Matrix, was the actual, he called the shot. Now, I'm not saying he did. Obviously, I don't know any of these things to be facts. I'm just talking with you about the actual paperwork. Maybe we'll talk about a little bit more of the paperwork later. We'll see exactly how this video was taken, or if I find anything in there worth speaking on. But I just want, looking in this paperwork right here, there's also some other stuff that's going on where they're allegedly, somebody told me that later on in this paperwork, they're saying that they have proof of people ratting and snitching. So another reason why I wanted to do this particular video was to show you that, as far as from what I see in the beginning of this paperwork, it doesn't say anywhere that Mel Matrix talked on anyone. So I just want to be real clear on that, because as far as I know, he hasn't taken a deal yet. And I just want to leave it off there. So leave it down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about this. I'll drop a little bit more information on here. Just let me get through a little bit of it, and probably piece it together with some of the other information that I have, so I can have a cohesive video, and then we'll see what happens. All right? Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.